We knew EVs were coming, right?
Yes.
But now there's an important question that begs to be asked.
Okay.
Which are the specific EVs that are hitting the Indian shows? It's important.
I didn't say it wasn't.
It's the future.
Welcome to PowerDrift. Through the lockdowns, we've stayed safe and we've emerged stronger, and we strongly urge you to vaccinate. Now you can talk about your volts and watts.
Yes, so you're watching the Great Indian Auto Show, and this time we are going to ask a very important, a very pertinent question. EVs are here, but which are specifically the EV cars that India is about to witness very soon in a year's time or slightly more?
If you're asking the question, I don't have the answer.
Alright, the cameras are rolling. I'm going to speed through this because there's a signal to signal episode coming up, and so I'm going to be headed to a drag session right after this. But let's come to the point. We are here to talk about the electric vehicles that are hitting our Indian market very soon. And the first on the list is going to be one that, Mahindra EKU100.
I know about this car.
Of course you know.
It was at the 2020
Yes.
Auto Expo, wasn't it?
It was.
It was actually at the 2020 Auto Expo, and it was accompanied by a concept called the Funster. Now, we don't know when the Funster is going to hit production, so no clue about that. But you're 14 months after the Auto Expo, where a production spec car was shown, which is the EKU100. So we know that this car will be priced at between 8.2 to 8.5 lakh rupees, something like that.
For about 11 years since they picked up Reva, they've had two electric vehicles, E2O, E-Verito. They were the pioneers, and so I'm really excited and looking forward to the EKU100. The other car that I'm looking forward towards is, of course, our very own pride of Pune, Tata Altroz EV. It's going to sit smack dab right in between the Tata Nexon that costs about 14 lakh rupees and the Tata Tigor EV that costs about, 9.5 lakh rupees.
Yes, so now this car, the Altroz EV, was also at the 2020 Auto Expo.
Yeah.
The big difference between the two cars was Tata never revealed what was going on with this car. But Tata did tell us that the powertrain, the electric powertrain in the Altroz EV is going to be called the Ziptron. So the Ziptron powertrain will have permanent AC magnet motors which will drive the front wheel. So we know that the Altroz will be front wheel driven, and it will have a single speed gearbox. Oh yeah, I know.
The third car on this list, the Mercedes EQS.
Yes, and the EQ words for Mercedes-Benz are the electric cars. The S means is the S-Class size car, but actually it's physically larger than the S. It goes up against cars like the S-Class, the 7 Series and the Audi, and what I really like about this car, of course, is yes, the 850 Newton meters of torque, and it does 100 under 5 seconds and all that, but that's not what it's for, right? It's an S-sized car, so it's got to have lots of gadgets and cool gizmos inside.
The hyperscreen, 55.5.
Yeah, so that is one of the long list of features. It'll take a whole day on YouTube to explain all the features that are in the EQS, but what I am really happy about is when you approach the car, it recognizes you and it opens the doors for you.
You would like that for yourself all the time.
I totally would. I mean, imagine that the test car comes. Look, we're not going to be able to afford an EQS, right? So the test car will come. You will want to drive it because it's got 850 Newton meters of torque.
I know where this is headed.
I want to sit in the back seat and enjoy the experience of being in an EQS.
Yeah.
And you won't be able to stop me because the doors will open automatically for me. It's perfect.
Except that I won't be chauffeuring you around because I would be driving the Porsche Taycan. Yes, that's the other interesting EV that's slated to hit our market.
But the point is, Porsche is also a company who've struggled with change. I mean, when they moved the 911 from an air-cooled engine to a water-cooled engine, the Porsche fans behaved as if the world was going to end.
I mean, there was hue and cry about them going electric.
Yes.
Just the way there was hue and cry about them going automatic, and then they got the manual back.
So when the Taycan came out, we were all expecting a massive hue and cry, but Porsche nailed that car. The Taycan is just so good.
And that's what they always do.
Now, the thing about the Taycan that I don't like is the fact that the top model is called the Turbo S, and I think that is just hilarious. I understand that the Turbo S is the top 911 and all that. I get it, but still.
But it doesn't sound right, and there is no turbo in there either.
Dude, it's like saying I used to be a motorcyclist, now I'm going to only drive cars, but I'll wear a helmet, because throwback.
Yeah. Let's move on to the other car, which is very interesting because it's going to cost all of just 60 lakh rupees. It's going to be the most accessible premium electric vehicle, which is going to be, guess what? The safety conscious Volvo XC40 Recharge.
So the XC40 Recharge is interesting to me because it's a four-wheel drive. They've got one motor on each axle, but the numbers are what impressed me because you've got 400 PS, 420 Newton meters of torque, 4.2 seconds to 100, which is technically sports car territory, but
yeah. And now some people are left wondering, because it's four-wheel drive, whether the EV can keep doing donuts.
I understand where this question is coming from, but let me point out something.
It's interesting.
EVs today don't have a lot of range. It's one of the biggest anxieties you have. So if you're going to spend your charge going around in circles, you're not really achieving anything either for the earth or for your transportation solution. So let's get on with it.
Yeah, so getting on with it, we're not going to be achieving much because we are already at the end of this.
Hey, where's the Tesla?
To the Model 3. Yes, Elon Musk was down in India and he was meeting all the high profile people. I don't think you were on the list.
No, he and I don't really get along. We sort of had a falling out many years ago. He's way too intelligent for my liking. So, what I do know is that the offices of Tesla in India are open. The Model 3 is on its way here. You should know that the Model 3 is roughly a C-Class A4 3 Series size car, so it's not a small car.
Yeah, and it's going to be
sense.
expensive because they're going to go the CBU route.
Yes, so they're not planning to do anything with the car here apart from import it and sell it to you, which means this will be an expensive proposition, which also means that it's not like your neighborhood suddenly going to be full of Teslas when everybody adopts EVs.
Yeah.
It's still going to be quite exclusive.
Yeah. My list is done and we are running out of time because we need to head to a drag race. Are you checking out our drag races?
Of course, I'm in the drag races. We have motorcycles this time too, isn't it?
All right, perfect. Yes, we have motorcycles, so we are running out of time. So let's wrap up this episode. Thanks a lot for watching the Great Indian Auto Show.
And I would like to remind you to subscribe to this channel because he and I are not done fighting. And if you want to come back for more of our banter, do hit the bell notification icon so that every time this happens, you get notified automatically. Thank you so much for watching. That is Rohan
Let's
Alwal.
go.
And you already know who I am. I'm Elon Musk's estranged friend.